So what's going on? It's your boy Prez, and I'm back at it again with another video. So today I want to just talk about the 5 tips that can help anybody that's currently streaming right now, or if you're new to streaming, or if you're just about to start. I feel like these 5 tips can help you understand what it may take to be able to stream at a high level, or just get through the ups and downs. Tip number 1, streaming. So a lot of us, including myself, started off in consoles, as in PS4, PS5, Xbox, Xbox 360 to whatever. But for the most part, it's okay to start there. The reason why I say that is because you're starting off at ground zero. There's no need to go spend $5,000 on PCs, laptops, monitors, all that stuff. Use what you have at your disposal to get used to streaming in general. Once you get the concept of, going live at X amount of time, during the week, or however your schedule may be at the exact same time, then start upgrading as your audience gets bigger. Just start with what you have, upgrade as you go, and just don't break the bank at the beginning, because you don't know if you're going to continue to do it as long as you may think. Tip number 2, your audience. Most of them, especially your family, gaming buddies, friends, they're going to support you, but you just don't know how much support they're going to give you. Some may do financial, some may do just watching. But you also have to remember, not everybody's going to watch you in general. You're brand new to the platform, or even if you're currently been streaming for years, you have to remember you're not everybody's cup of tea. You have to also remember that some people they're just not going to see you as a streamer. So they just, they may not want to watch you, and it's okay. You just have to remember that you're just trying to go and find people that, want to vibe out with you and have some fun. And you also have to remember that you may not be able to give back to your audience the way they give to you sometimes. And what I mean by that is, especially with me having a family, I know sometimes I let some of my community down that may be nighttime grinders while, I'm hanging out with family. I may not be able to tune in. It's okay. You're going to understand along the way, especially the more you do it, is that those people, even though you give so much to one person, you may not get it back in return. And it's not because of personal things. Sometimes you may figure out it might be personal, but for the most part, it's not personal. It's not intentional. Just remember that this is a marathon. Your audience is going to come and go. People are going to come and go, but just keep pushing forward. Try your best to be as humble along the way. Tip number 3, marketing and keeping up with your audience. So with marketing, what you really need to do for the most part is basically try your best to put your clips everywhere, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you may be able to post yourself, because remember, you're your own billboard marketer, you're your own agent, you're everything at the start. The best way to get yourself out there is putting yourself out there. What I've learned is you just put it out there, and hopefully people notice it. And some of your close people, you can ask them like, hey, is there something that I could do to fix it? But just remember, don't just spam message people all your stuff. Your videos probably at the very beginning are probably going to get, very little viewership to likes and everything like that, because again, you just don't have an audience yet. But as you grow, things will get better. Also, remember, you have to start trying to collab with people. Depending on what size you are, you always want to try to go for someone just a little bit bigger than you, because again, they're at that next level that you're not at yet. They can help you, with figuring out the tricks and trades, and then they also can help you expand your audience to their audience, and then you help each other. I understand that's like kind of like a double-edged sword, because sometimes some people, they will use you for your audience and all things like that. But it is good to have collaborations. Make sure you collaborate with the right people, and also don't just go into random people's chats or anywhere you see and just hound them to collaborate. Private message them, or contact them if they have business emails, and see if they want to set something up. And it doesn't mean that you're viewer hungry or anything like that. It's just that's just what it takes to stay doing this for a long time. To make sure you keep marketing, keep collaborating, sponsorships and all that stuff will come along the more you do it. Tip number 4, for the most part, it's like your attitude. Your vibes and your energy is a big component of why people want to watch X, Y, and Z. Some people are going to be really serious and they have cracked out gameplay. Some people are going to be, not the best at the gameplay they do, but they're really funny. And then you have those people that are able to do both. Some of us are good at it, some of us aren't. But for the most part, stay as humble as you can. Thank your audience. You know, I understand the bigger you may get during this journey, sometimes things get to you. Just remember where you came from, and I'm pretty sure the rest will come too. Just stay humble, stay thankful, and everything will go according to plan, hopefully for you. Number 5, overall, just stay consistent. It's okay if you miss some days or you don't stream as long as others. You know, I know everybody's going to tease you about being part-time, full-time. If you're streaming, you know, like my schedule, which is Monday through Friday, you know, I know that's not easy to do for some people, but even if you stream like Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and sometimes on the weekends, that's a good schedule too. Try to keep, you know, a minimum of like 4 hours, just because it gives everybody enough time, and it also gives you enough time to either grab the clips that you need, the video that you're trying to make. It's okay. It's not all about just trying to stream the longest. You're not going to really grow that way. Yes, people will stumble upon your channel when they're looking for, you know, somebody when their favorite streamer is no longer on, or if their favorite streamer hasn't got on yet, you know, they're looking around to see, you know, who to watch. But for the most part, you're going to grow through your social media. You're going to grow through, you know, TikTok, YouTube, all those places. That's how you want to grow organically, because that's how your name gets out there, and then people are going to come into your streams and you're like, whoa, where'd you come from, you know, this and that, and it's, you know, from your social media. That's just how you grow. That's how artists do it. That's how streaming works. You have to use your social media to grow. The streaming itself can help you grow, but it's a very minimal amount of growth that you may get from it. Remember, you have to upload clips, you have to get yourself out there, you have to remember, you're not going to please everybody, and you may upset or let people down, and it's okay. Just explain as much as you can. Tell them the vision that you have. Some people are going to be on board with it, and people may not. You're going to lose, you know, maybe some friends. You might lose some gaming buddies, but don't let that deteriorate you from following your dreams and continuing to doing what you're doing. Obviously, what you don't want to do is stab people in the back and, you know, use them for either clout or whatever. Some people may think that regardless, even if you didn't do it for that, they're going to twist it around and just try to say, oh, they use me for clout. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. And that's what a lot of people forget. It is not a sprint. Continue to push and grow as best as you can, and you will definitely meet some great people along the way. You'll definitely meet some selfish people along the way, and you'll definitely meet people that are only just going to be there because of X, Y, and Z. Don't let that deteriorate you. Keep your grind up. Just remember, it's okay to fail in certain areas, as in where your video ideas may not work. It's just go back to the drawing board, figure it out, see where your niche is, you know, like everybody talks about, and I'm pretty sure it'll all come to fruition. I hope anybody that watches this video, you know, leaves a comment down below on any other tips that, you know, you may be able to tell me or tell any future person that watches this video on how to continue to stream. Hopefully this was helpful, and, you know, hope to see you guys in the next one.